Thank you so much, very much. I really appreciate the opportunity, to join this esteemed group on this on today. And I want to my special thanks to my big sister, the only one that always listens to us. I've always said, and I'm proud to say that I'm proud of her and what she does, and I'm happy with what Nicom is doing and this great opportunity to speak today. I'd like to speak for just about 7 minutes. As a former civil servant, I've been trained to only speak for a few minutes, otherwise you're more or less in trouble. So today I'd like to talk on security and investment in Nigeria. And the reason why this is important is because we're in a world where if security is not, taken care of, then there can be no investment. You've known who I am. My name is Temitope Olodo. I'm a preventive terrorism consultant, and I work in this field of security profiling and looking at countries and what people do. But I would also like to highlight what the previous speaker spoke about earlier. As a former Kegite, I used to say that the Agama lizard that jumped from the high Iroko tree, seeing no one to congratulate him, will congratulate himself for not breaking his neck. We, as diasporans, must always appreciate what we have. We have a nation, an undeceivable nation, Nigeria, the best nation in the world. Whenever I enter into Nigeria, I'm always happy. And I know you also are always happy. And that's the reason why you want to invest in Nigeria. But in doing so, you've had variety of news, and some of you might be worried about investing, and that's the reason why as a security consultant I'm in a better position to tell you that there is nothing to be afraid of. Nigeria is the place and the only place that we all should invest in. And why am I saying that? Because why, yes, we might have some security challenges, and I'm at least one of the few that could tell you that we always criticize our government when they don't get it right. But we must also appreciate our government for the immense work that they have done in terms of what they have added in terms of value from a security perspective. So when you look from the London Bridge bombing, to the bombing of airports, which we have not had, or bombing of trains, we've not had any of those. And that's the reason why we must appreciate the administration of President Muhammad Buhari for demonstrating commitment to the diaspora engagement and investment. Because when he came to London, he told us he will make the diaspora commission happen, and he made it happen. There have been many leaders before him, but he is the one that stick his neck out, and that's the reason why we need to appreciate him for the work he's done. But let's go back to reality in terms of looking at a snapshot of security challenges that we have in the nation. There is no nation without insecurity challenges, but what matters is how we are managing it. So even from the NSAS, we've seen that the president have actually come out and given his commitment, and we've seen a lot of information that is now flowing directly about investment into the youth. And we as diaspora must also help. Imagine if, just like the previous speaker spoke, if 10,000 of us could come out and determine that we're going to actually invest in a particular business which will recruit another five or six youths in Nigeria. You can imagine the amount of people that will be taken off the unemployment statistics. And that is the reason why diaspora is important. I've always said that diaspora is the seventh sub-region of Nigeria, because we are 17.5 million. Not only that, we are highly educated. We have children in all areas. You've heard of people of Nigerian heritage who are members of parliament in America, in the United States, even up to countries where a lot of us might not have even thought of. Nigerians are traveling and going everywhere. And that's the reason why we need to support it. And just like I mentioned earlier, when you're looking at what government have done, a lot of people do not say this, but there is no territory of Nigeria that is actually in the hand of any terrorist. Nigerian territory is secured. And if a place like Afghanistan and Syria are even still getting investment and people are making money there There are 7,000 millionaires made a day. I don't see why we as diasporans cannot come into Nigeria and invest and add value. We have supremacy over the air in Nigeria. There is no place where somebody can come in and just throw something from the air into Nigeria. No, it doesn't happen. Our Air Force are working, and not only that, thousands of youth who are vulnerable individuals, as we call them in my field, have been taken out of the arms of Boko Haram and going through what we call the operational safe operation safe corridor, where they are being reinvented, deconstructed to become valuable members of the community. Now, I need to say something about this because a lot of us will say, why are we doing this? And since this operation have started, no single one of them have actually gone back to become a terrorist. We've not had any record of that. That is 100% success rate compared to the UK. You know that recently, even someone that actually was de-radicalized went into one of the classroom where he was having a meeting and killed three people or two people in that meeting. That has not happened here. And that's the reason why we must appreciate our government. One of the things I have done and I've said to the organizers is I've written an ebook, which is a limited edition of family emergency plan, so that if you're coming into Nigeria to invest or to have a business, you want to also think about your security. And I'm giving this book out for free. It's an ebook, which I've asked the organizer, I've sent it to the organizers. So if you send them your email, they will give you that copy of book, which is my own contribution to the work of Honorable Abike Dabiri, who is doing an immense good work in bringing every one of us together. Now, talking about what government have been doing, which is securing us. So if you want to go into an area, you want to know that your economic security, your investment is secured. And one of the things I found is that the president have been doing a lot of things in this area. So we're talking about things like the Presidential Enabling Business Environment Council, which is working on creating opportunity to making business easier, opportunity for us to be able to register a business. We knew before 2015 how hard it was to be able to register a business in Nigeria, but now that has been done. We had the Diaspora Commission, which is set up. Now you can pick up the phone, speak to the Diaspora Commission, they could link you up. But not only that, we have about 31 diaspora contact points across the nation. And we know it will get to 36 with Honorable Abike Dabiri in charge. We have every investment in the rail sector, so that when you get to Abuja now, me myself going to Abuja, I was quite pleased that there is a train that can actually transport you into the city. That is also good when you're bringing your investors, to come into Nigeria to be able to see that we're actually doing a lot. Energy security is important to this government, and they've made it a priority. That alone shows that the government is committed with all the landmark, executive orders that have been given. We have the Finance Act 2019, which has helped to regulate, finances. And now it's not like before when there is a 419 that can actually take your money and disappear. We now have the EFCC, who, based on my last count, has over 1,000 cases that they've prosecuted, and people are able to get their money back. If there's nothing else, that is something we must appreciate this government for, and which is recognized for the president himself, the father of the nation. Not only that, there's a launch of the financial, transparency policy and portal, which is helping to drive things. Just like I said, we need to appreciate ourselves, and except we start driving that story, you will never see, stories of British people being killed. They will not show, even if they are talking about it, they will not show the dead body of Tizara, because they know the power of media, so they manage it. We also need to speak to our media to manage the kind of information that they push out. Nobody is saying that information should be restricted, or we're saying that information should be balanced, and they should be able to at least make it put in such a way that investors are not, driven away from Nigeria. And I know, as someone that was invited to speak as far back as 2002 in Israel to the Diaspora Commission, where the diaspora actually funded a high-speed train. And I went there, I saw it in my face, and I spoke to the Minister of Diaspora, in Israel. We have that population. The population of Israel is no more than 5 million. We're talking of a population of 17.5 million diaspora. So what I'm saying is that, just like my brother said earlier, Brother Tosin, we need to come together, and there is need after this, as lessons learned, to bring us together and see how we could invest into one of those key sectors and just bombard it and make sure that it will make it a success with the right people. And we have a lot of our brothers who are working in the financial sector who could manage this. And I know that Honorable Abike Dabiri is working on that. Just like my phrase, provide the solution for tomorrow's challenges. Tomorrow's challenges is that technology is taking over. We as diasporans can work in that. If you need help in setting up in Nigeria, you want to know about which area of Nigeria to go in terms of mapping your security, making sure that you have the right security situations on ground, the right human beings handling your business management, then I'm more than happy to assist you in that. And thank you very much for this great honor and opportunity to be able to speak to you today. God bless you.